Hey guys, self-isolation. Okay, obviously like many of you who do go to the gym, I can't get to the gym at the moment. Sometimes when I can't get to the gym, I'll do different sorts of workouts. So I don't know whether you guys have got access at home to dumbbells, kettlebells, tension bands, whatever. Whatever you've got, I'm going to run through some basic exercises that I do if I'm not at the gym. I'm going to use the tension band, but at the same time, if you have got some dumbbells or some other weighted objects that you can hold to do this, go for it, whatever you can find around the house. It's not so much going through a workout here. I'm not going to show you and go through a whole workout, just going to give you some ideas on good technique, like in my combatives training. If you've got good technique, you'll get results. So at the same time, I'm going to do this here. Because I'm using a tension band, first off, I'll start down here so you can see footwork with the tension band. Obviously you don't need this if you're not using the tension band. The further I can get my feet apart, the more tension it's going to put on that band. So as you can see, I'll try and get that out nice and low. And then from here, I'm going to try and make sure I stand nice and straight with my hands in, because this is for bicep curls or to work the biceps. So I'm going to be turning those hands in and I'm going to be going through that bicep curl motion. I'll show you back down here because it's easier being close to the camera. So I'll just set this back up again. Okay. Also making sure you've got even on each side. So from here, the important parts to this, if it's going to work for you, and even if you're using just normal dumbbells, you don't want to use weight that's too much for you where you start throwing the weights to try and get them up. It's all about putting tension on the muscle and continually working the muscle, preferably until what we call fatigue. In other words, where you just simply can't lift it up anymore. That's going to give you better results than trying to pick up weights. I know when I'm at the gym, sometimes I'll get guys next to me, half my size, that are throwing weights around thinking that's the way you've got to go to build muscle, and sometimes they've got bigger weights than I'm using. But I just sit there and go through good muscle tension and taking that muscle to fatigue and really working that muscle, and I get a lot more results. Yes, I'll up my weights in weight if I'm starting to work on building my strength on that side of it, but generally for a good workout, to get that muscle working, work with weights that work for you, not against you, okay? So, this is basically that technique. So, I'm going to keep my hands or palms facing inwards, okay? Basically like this, as you can see. Should be able to, I should be back far enough. I'm also going to alternate my hands in and out till I feel that I'm starting to get tension on that bicep muscle. Now, I'm also making sure that my arms are not relaxed down, that I've already got a bit of tension on that muscle. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate one at a time from one side to the other. Making sure when I bring the side down that I'm bringing down before extending the other arm up is don't bring it all the way down to here. I'm not trying to go from here all the way down, here, all the way down, because what's happening there is each time I come down, I'm losing tension off that bicep. I want to maintain tension on the bicep through the full movement, and even when this is at its rest point, while this one's working, it's still sitting in that tension position. So I'm going to pull those bands up, or even if you've just got dumbbells, hold them up till you feel a bit of tension on that bicep, and then from there, alternate from one side to the other, keeping that tension on muscle or on that bicep at all times. If I show you that from the side, it's the same thing again. Remember, as I'm bringing up one side, the other side will maintain that tension. I don't want to relax. So I'm not going to go up like this, drop it, up like this, drop it, up like this, drop it. I want to keep that tension on that bicep at all times. So as I rotate inside and I come down, I'll get to here, keep that tension on, bring this one up. Keep that tension on, bring this one down. Keep that down here, tension on. So as you can see, through each repetition, I'm keeping tension on that bicep. And I'll keep doing that, alternating each side, until I get that muscle fatigue. In other words, you'll know when you're getting muscle fatigue. I'll just set this back up again. Because when you start, you'll be able to get that basically all the way up to that full contracted position, full contracted, full contracted, full contracted. As you're starting to get fatigued, you'll find you start getting to here, and you start getting to here. What I want you to do is keep trying, keep going, till in the end, you can't even lift it any higher than where you were at that initial tension point. If you do that, that's going to place fatigue on the muscle and give you a much better result. One other one that I'll show you, which still works the bicep, takes it from another angle, is what we call a hammer curl. So the difference between the hammer curl is, instead of the normal bicep curl, where palms are facing this way and we're coming up, with a hammer curl we're turning in this way and driving that curl up and down this way. Now, using a resistance band is, instead of holding it like this, what I'm going to do is hold it basically like that. So I'll set it up again footwork wise, make sure I've got even tension on both sides. Once I have, I'm going to grip it, as I said, like this on each side. Other than that, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to keep the tension on the band, I'm going to keep that bicep where I feel tension on it, and then I'm going to bring up one, and each time I drop down, I'm going to keep tension on that bicep each time I go through a repetition. Okay, I'll show you that from the side. Okay, from the side from here, same thing again. I'm going to keep tension on that muscle as I alternate from side to side. Make sure I keep tension on that muscle. Okay, let's say this is not a workout video. This is just for those who are at home self-isolating that maybe want some ideas. I can start showing some. What I'm going to do is, this is the only one I'm doing at the moment. If you like it and you want to see more, I'll give you some more suggestions and ideas of even different things you can use around the house to use to do a few exercises. But if not, I'm not going to bother putting them up. So I'm going to wait and see. If you like it, comment that you want more. I'll put some more ideas online. Thanks for your time.